Spicy, very, very spicy. It's the Europa League. It's the quarterfinals. First legs coming at ya next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. It's all about the Europa League. It is the quarterfinals. It is the first legs. 8 clubs hoping to be whittled down to just 4 for those semi-finals. But we've got 2 legs coming at you. The first legs is just around the corner, and we'll get to those in a minute. If you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe and you want some shop for Europa League, Papanovas, World Football. We're going to all hear under one rooski. And what 8 clubs we have. Absolutely Bobby Dazzlers, crackers. We'll showcase you those in just a second. Big shout out once again to the members and the Patreons. You know who you are. But what we're going to do now, though, is revisit those last round of games, the round of 16, which of course was whittled down to these last 8, which of course set up some spicy quarterfinals. So let's get into the Europa League. So here we go then, guys, looking back at those last matches, and these were those, of course, scores on the doors right here, right now. Of course, in white were my predictions, and of course in black was the final score lines. I'm going to bring you bang up to date with, of course, the aggregate score lines to see who just went through. So we start with top of the shop there. Spurs did beat AZ Alkmaar 3-1 on the night. I went with a 2-0 win, not too shabby there. Spurs also going through 3-2 on aggregate. Of course, they did lose the first leg. Eintracht Frankfurt did beat Ajax quite convincingly 4-1 on the night, 6-2 on aggregate. I went with the draw on the night, so not too great for me, that one. Olympique did beat Bodø Glimt 2-1 on the night. Got that one spot on the nose, but they did lose 4-2 on aggregate. They crash out. Bodø Glimt go through. Lazio and Victoria Pilsen all square 1-1 on the night. Oh, the 2-0 win. Again, Lazio go through 3-2 on aggregate. Meanwhile, over at Ibrox, what a game did we have? That's right, Fenerbahce coming out top on the night, 2-0 winners. But I went with the draw. Penalty shootouts was the deciding factor. Rangers going through in the end. I don't think I predicted that, did I? I think I went Fenerbahce. Meanwhile, Bilbao did beat Roma 3-1 on the night. I went with a 2-0 win. Bilbao also going through 4-3 on aggregate. Lyon did beat Steaua Bucharest 2-0 winners was my prediction. 4-0 was the actual scoreline. 7-1 on aggregate, comfortably done. And Manchester United did come out on top with a 4-1 win over Sociedad. I went with a 2-1 win. 5-2 on aggregate is, of course, the bottom line. So that's that, which does leaves us with this. These are the 8 remaining clubs and the 4 remaining matches in the quarterfinals. Now, these will be played over 2 legs. First legs coming at you this coming Thursday, the 10th of April. That's right. With the second legs to be taking place on the 17th of April. So what we're going to do now, though, is predict those quarterfinal matches, first legs, and give you my indication of what will go on in those first matches. So we'll start with a trip to Norway. So let's go then, shall we? As we head over to Asparara Stadion, of course, Bodø Glimt, still managed by Knut Knudsen, of course, who did finish. These guys finished 9th in the table in the Europa League way back when, of course, that was going on. They actually won 5 on the spin right now, but 5 in the last 6, should I say, 83% form for Bodø Glimt. Up against Lazio, who did finish top of the table, but way back in the league structure, but they are winless in the last 4 matches. Now, they not play each other, these two sides, according to my data, but a Glimt, though, on the back of that 1-0 win over Brünn. Of course, back-to-back wins in the league, or in domestic competition. They've scored 9 goals in the last 2 games combined. Up against Lazio, though, who coming into this on the back of a draw. They've actually picked up 3 draws at the last 4 matches. But, of course, both sides are in action prior to this. Bodø Glimt taking on HamKam over in the Norwegian top tier, with Lazio going to Atalanta. Both got difficult games this weekend before this match. Now, the bookies for this one, they do back Lazio to get the W on this one, but I don't know what that's all about. The bookies not been watching Bodø Glimt. Bodø Glimt are something else. I think the Norwegians will get the upper hand in this first leg. 2-1 winners on the night to put themselves well and truly in this competition, heading into the second leg over in Rome. Let's go to London, though, shall we? As Spurs under Ange Postecoglou take on Frankfurt under Dino Topmuller. What a game. 4th place Spurs in the league structure, 17 points for them for the season. Just 1 win, though, in the last 5 matches. They're taking on Chelsea tonight, up against Frankie, up against Dino Topmuller, of course, who finished 5th in the league structure and have played. They've actually won 4 of the last 6. Now, these two sides have played twice since 2022. Spurs winning 1, nothing for Frankfurt, and there's been 1 draw. Spurs, of course, winning 3-2 when these two sides last played at this very venue way back in October 2022. Spurs, though, on the back of that 2-0 loss to Fulham, of course, they're taking on Chelsea tonight as I'm recording. Frankie on the back of that 1-0 win over Stuttgart. Both sides, of course, got games this week weekend as well. Spurs taking on Southampton. They're expected to win that game. Frankie taking on Bremen on the road, where they're expected just about to win that game. With the bookies, though, backing Spurs to win this match, of course. But a win doesn't guarantee a spot in the semi-finals. It's all on this. It's job on the line kind of stuff here for Spurs. I do think Spurs will come out on top in this first leg. Not by much, though. 2-0 winners, which does give room for optimism for Frankfurt in that second leg. And it still will have the Ange Postecoglou out crowd well rallied for that second leg when it does take place in Frankfurt in about a week or so's time. Let's get into the next one then. It's Rangers up against Bilbao as we head over north of the border to Ibrox. Barry Ferguson, ex-Rover, Barry Ferguson's boys are 8th in the table. They finished 8th in the table in the old league structure. They won 4 of the last 6. They're on back-to-back wins up against Bilbao. Ernesto Valverde, who did finish 2nd, of course. And like I said, I think only Bodø Glimt at the moment finished outside those top 8 spots. So we've nearly, at the moment, I think, got the top 8 in the mixer there. Kicking on forward, Bilbao are unbeaten in the last 4. They did finish 2nd. Bilbao, though, on the back of that 0-0 draw against Osasuna. They haven't conceded a goal in the last 2 matches. Rangers, though, picking up a 4-3, a 7-goal Bobby does over Dundee. This weekend, Rangers take on Hibs. Of course, 3rd place Hibs in the Scottish table before Bilbao taking on Villarreal, of course. Both sides expected to, Bilbao expected to struggle. In this one, though, it is quite tight. Bilbao are expected to win this game in Scotland. It is going to be a tricky old game here. I'm not so sure about that. I am leaning towards Bilbao. It is one of those fine games that could go either way. Of course, Bilbao are very good defensively, so if they get their noses in front, I think it's only going to be one winner on the night. But of course, second leg's still up for grabs. We'll see about that. And then finally, though, we go to Lyon, as of course the Lyon side, who did finish 6th in the table up against 3rd place Manchester United. It does look like we nearly have the best 8 in this competition, with just Knaja Knudsen's boys featuring just outside of that top 8. Anyway, Lyon did finish 6th with 15 points for the campaign, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They're cooking right now. 83% form. This is coming at the Groupama Stadium up against Manchester United and Ruben Amorim, just 1 defeat in the last 5. That was against Forest. We'll talk about that shortly. They did finish 3rd in the league structure. And I played Lyon 5 times in 2004. 3 wins United, nothing for Lyon. There's been 2 draws. Now, the last time that these two sides played at the Groupama Stadium, it was a 1-1 draw way back in February 2008 in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Lyon, though, on the back of that 4-2 loss to Strasbourg. That's Liam Racina's Strasbourg. Taking on Lille this weekend in a bit of a tasty one. They're expected to just about get over the line there. Manchester United on the back of that 1-0 loss to Forest to take on City. They're expected to lose that one. And the bookies expect them to lose this one as well over Lyon in this first leg in La France. It's going to be a tight one, this one. I have gone 2-1 win for Lyon. But again, as you can see it, not much between both sides in all 4 matches to set up a spicy second leg. And I think that's where the party's going to be at, guys. It is the second legs. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about that down below. Until then, though, we'll be back very, very soon for those second legs. Until then, keep smashing the like, subscribe. See you later. Until then, we are done.